Happy Tuesday. Very disorganized today to get myself set up. And it's hot in here. What's up, everybody? Good morning. What is up, ProPyro? What's up, Cavs? What is up, Bree? And what is up, Mo? Good morning, you guys. How's everybody doing today? It's Tuesday. It's a very hot and humid day in the grow tent. It's cold outside. No AC on in the house. And it's hot in here. This is my concern about the winter. So it's loud in here. I'm gonna turn my exhaust fans down in a minute. I'm just waiting for the temperature to go down a little bit. The grow tent has gotten messy. So today we're gonna clean it. We're gonna do some defoliating. I've gotta follow up on my strawberry clones and see what's going on. And it's raining here in central Kansas. Cavs, it's been pouring all night, or maybe not all night, all morning, like since like 4 in the morning or something. I love it though. I love the rain, especially when you're in bed and all you hear is the sound of the rain. It's so nice. What's up, Ray? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great day. Cavs, I tuned into Crumble's live this morning and I love the shirt, man. You and your wife do some great work. That's awesome. The whole community have a wicked shirt. I love it. Fed my plants this morning. All right, let me get myself organized here and then we'll get going. We'll get to work because we got stuff to do. What's up, Ivana? Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, ProPyro, hope you had a great day off. Oh yeah, we got to pollinate our eggplants today. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't wait for the tent tour today. I know I say that every day, but today I really can't wait. This morning when I walked into the grow tent, I was like, holy crap, the eggplant is so, oh my gosh, it got so big so fast. I can't wait to show you guys. M, what is your name? So I accidentally knocked off a poblano pepper yesterday, so we're gonna make stuffed poblanos next week, you guys. All right. Gonna turn my fans down and let's get to work, shall we? Things were looking a little crispy. First bucket system today. I ran out of water, so things got a little dry. What's up, Main Dad? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day so far. So last night I had my tabbouleh salad. So Saturday we had a TFP in the kitchen segment, and I made tabbouleh salad. For those of you that don't know what that is, I think it's from Lebanon. I think it's like a Lebanese salad. It's a parsley-based salad that has tomatoes, onions, and bulgur wheat. I made mine with bulgur, but it was so freaking good. I had it with basmati rice, and then I had some ground beef, and then I had my tabbouleh salad, and then I had my homemade chili oil and some garlic sauce, and I think I might have a picture to show you guys. I don't know if it's on this device or that device. I took a picture to show you guys. Honestly, a fan-freaking-tastic meal. I mean, the picture doesn't really do it justice. But there's the homemade tabbouleh salad with the parsley and tomatoes from them. We got the rice with some garlic chunks in there and garlic sauce and homemade chili oil. Man, it was so freaking good. It was so awesome. So that kind of gave me my Middle Eastern / shawarma fix, even though it wasn't shawarma. It kind of was like kebab with tabbouleh. It was so good. So it always tastes better too when you grew it yourself, you harvested it yourself, you made it yourself. I love not eating processed food. It's so nice. Obviously, you know, it's not like I never eat processed food at all. Frozen pizza here or there, you know. But speaking of frozen pizza, I also harvested some of my peppers early the other day and threw some green peppers on my pizza, and that was delicious. So we're gonna go on a tent tour in a minute. Way more flavor whenever you grow your own. Yes, so normally tabbouleh salad, I can eat so much of it because parsley that you get from the, it's kind of flavorless. Now that I'm eating my own, I'm like, holy crap. So that's one thing that I've successfully been able to eliminate from my grocery store bill. Parsley is something purchased every trip, and I made sure that, let me make sure I'm on the correct Wi-Fi here. Hang on one second. Yeah, we're good, we're good. All right, so in just a second, I'm gonna take us on a tent tour. I'm gonna show you guys everything that's grown, and then we're gonna get to work. Today, like I said, we're gonna do a bit of defoliation. Oh, my buckets sound like they're low again. We're gonna have to, we're gonna move the seedlings to a tray floating with water. We're going to, I think I might fire up the vacuum and clean while I'm on the live. I gotta get this place clean. And like I said, this time on the live is when I do all the stuff that I need to in the tent. So if anything, I could just put my mic on mute and fire up the good old shop vac and get this grow tent cleaned up. You know, when you defoliate, or even when you just walk around. I've got some leeks that I have wiped down in a little while. So maintenance, you guys. And the more I do consistently, the less I'll have to do big cleaning. In previous runs, I just leave the tent and then I have to do a huge cleaning frequently, or not, sorry, like once a month. But now that I'm doing, you know, weekly / daily cleanups, it's easier to maintain. What up, Bernie? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Fall definitely hit. It is cool outside. Leaves ruffling all over the ground. And the outdoor garden is coming to a close. So this coming week, or maybe not this coming, like on the weekend or something, we might do the live from the outdoor garden. I do need to pack it in for the winter. So dig up the dahlia tubers, store them in a cool, dry place, dark place. I need to focus on cleaning out all the zinnia plants, toss them. We got a lot to do. outdoors. What up, UK? Thank you for joining. Happy gardening to you too. And soon you'll have a wonderful tie-dye shirt, TFP. I can't freaking wait, you guys. Calves, aka Lower Class Booth, has graciously made me a tie-dye shirt. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna unbox it and show you guys on the live. What's up, Brian? Good morning for hanging out. And what up, Death? Good morning. So for those of you that don't know, Death Squad recently got a V fly trap, and so I sent him a video this morning because I saw it was so cool. It was like a black widow just teetering line of stepping into the trap. And even though it didn't fall right into the center, the trap totally engulfed the black widow spider. And it's pretty freaking cool, man. I love these fly traps. They're so cool. And then they're, I don't know, they've got like these, what do you call it? I don't know. But anyways, Death, feed it a spider, take a video, and share it with us. All right, guys, let's get to it so that we can get some cleaning done in here. So I'm gonna tell you it's a little messy in here. Bucket tops need cleaning, floors need cleaning and wiping down. We've got a lot of debris from cuttings and from pruning. We've got some leaks that I have to wipe up and clean up. We got quite the mess, but we're gonna clean it on today's live and get this tent spick and span. So first things first, the green tower. She looking so good. Everyone, hope y'all have a wonderful day and a better one tomorrow. Thanks so much, Cavs. Appreciate that. What's up, Eddie? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. You're right on time for the tent tour. What is up, Audi? Messy, but we live for this work. Absolutely. If you're not getting messy, then you're not doing the work. You know what I'm saying? As long as you clean it up. So, green tower, we've got sage is popping. Perfect timing. We have Canadian Thanksgiving coming up this weekend. And I've got my beautiful basil. We do have some scarring on the leaf because I, for a while, wasn't adding nutrients, and then I added nutrients, and I think I messed up. That's okay. Parsley is growing back. We harvested a ton to make our tabbouleh salad, and some of which I ate last night, and it was so freaking good. And got my mustard leaf, which is, I don't know, ever since I added some nutrients a couple days ago, we got all these new leaves unfurling. And parsley, our romaine seedlings are doing well. Look how large thing. And now that I have CalMag implemented in my nutrients, you can see the center core is starting to develop. In previous runs, I didn't implement it soon enough, and my lettuce seedlings were like flimsy. They would kind of, I don't know, wilt within a few minutes of harvesting. It was odd. I'd harvest a salad to eat it within 5 minutes, otherwise it would wilt. So now I don't have that problem because my nutrients is correct. Oh, happy almost Thanksgiving days. I won't be here tomorrow. I have to drive 4 hours up to the mountains for work. What do you do for work, Bernie? That sucks. But sending you positive vibes, and we'll have you in our thoughts tomorrow, Bernie. But yeah, we've got the bagel, and around the side I've got more romaine seedlings. They're growing pretty fast, and we've got some kale. Oh, little kale leaf. This is dinosaur kale. Death in my world. I have some road rage. There's no such thing as a relaxing drive. LOL. We've got our strawberry clone, which is coming along. Ever since I put it in the tower, I've got new leaves unfurling. So more kale and more romaine. I don't know what happened here. I don't know, maybe it's too cold in this corner now. Anyways, I'm gonna have to clean this up too. This is all a part of cleanup, you guys. I should have done this yesterday. I missed this one. I don't know what happened here. We're gonna give it some more time. It kind of like shriveled up. And some more kale. What up, Itchy? It will be nice going to Vail, Colorado, where us poor people aren't allowed in normal circumstances. Why? Is Vail a ritzy area, Bernie? It sounds beautiful. I hope you have a smooth and picturesque drive. And thanks for hanging out, Itchy. So yeah, my lettuce is looking a lot better. I just keep staring at this one. It just, I can tell it's just gonna do better this run. So I'm excited. Moving on. What up, Dave? This is a 20 by 10. So obviously the bucket systems, we've got our peppers, which are doing well now. We've got so much new growth, new peppers coming along. Bell peppers here. And then we've got the, oh, this is a bell pepper plant. I don't know what happened here. Must have overdone it with the nutrients or something. Oops. Or maybe they got locked out. I don't know what happened. And then I have some peppers here. These guys are growing pretty fast. Lunchtime and watching your garden. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. At least it's not winter time. True. That would make for a brutal drive if it were. And we've got some jalapenos. This plant produces quite well. We had a crazy round of peppers, and then now 2. So I don't know how long these plants will last me. And then we've got more poblanos on this side of the plant. And then habaneros. And then over here, nutrients burn. Yeah, I think I may have overdone it. Probably the CalMag. I hadn't added calcium in a few days, and then I added it in, and it's possible that I overdid it. All right, moving on to this side. Bell peppers are looking good. We've got peppers here, peppers there, peppers everywhere. Check this out, you guys. Look how big this is compared to yesterday. Are you ready? I don't even need to say, are you ready? You can already see it peeking out. Look at that. It's so big. That is what she said. Isn't it huge? I can't believe overnight it just grew that much. Now that is a freaking eggplant. Oh, and I think I see one in the background. Do you guys see that? Let's go look. I see something. Another one. It's like a DJ Khaled song. Another one. I just broke a leaf. See how the leaves are shiny and dark green, high nitrogen. Where do you find the time? By the way, you have a cute smile. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I find that I have no choice but to find the time. These plants are my children. And also, when you're passionate about something, I just see cannabis message, LOL. When I'm passionate about something, it's easy to want to put in the time. Kez, no cannabis here, just food, growing produce. Alaska Critter Cam, dropping in to see your plants. Very nice. You know we like plants. What's up, Alaska Critter Cam? Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, there's our first eggplant, and LOL cannabis. That's funny. We're gonna pollinate her in a minute. But yeah, we've got eggplant. And hopefully the plants will bounce back. See, that's what I meant when I said you can't really relax in your garden, because the second you just take a minute, you screw up. Got another eggplant growing here. So There's a bunch on the way. Can't wait. And then moving down here, we've got all our tomatoes. Kez, I'm not kidding. It really is produce. There's no cannabis in here. I swear I'm not being sarcastic. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Can't get over these clusters. And lots of tomatoes on the way, you guys. And then here we have our zinnia seedlings. They're doing okay. And then this little guy's still alive. It has no roots, but it's still alive. So keeping an eye on it. And there's our Armenian cucumber. It's going to grab onto the trellis any day now. So that will be cool. Right, produce, tomatoes, classic, LOL. We've got strawberry flowers, so we're going to check in on this today. And glad I can trust Kez. Wouldn't want anyone seeing my aeroponic dahlias. We've got our sugar baby here. Lower light will help root faster. Yeah, so normally when I put seedlings in the bucket system, the lights are low. Everything else is at a different growth stage. I'm just throwing these in and they're just gonna have to sink or swim. And then we have our Chinese 5-color pepper plant. We harvested all the peppers pretty much on this plant. And this is the other plant. We've got all the purple peppers, and eventually as they ripen, they will change colors. And we harvested all our flowers yesterday. There they are. Looking so beautiful. And that's it. What did I just do here? How do I... Oh, I don't know what I just did. I clicked on something. But yeah, normally I would leave the light, and if I had everything at a younger growth stage or an earlier growth stage, but because everything else is mature, the seedlings are just gonna have to keep up. Kez, I don't know who that is. Without roots, they're getting what they need from the leaves. Okay, I'm gonna get a tray because we're gonna move those seedlings over to water. All right, so I'm going to fill this with some distilled water, a bit of hydrogen peroxide, and we have our seedlings that have sprouted that we're gonna get in here and float them just to get them to move along faster. Good morning, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks all of you guys for hanging out. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. The botanist who was stuck on Mars and had to grow potatoes in Martian soil. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool, Kez, I'll take it. I will take it. I feel like I shouldn't have done that. Should have put the tray down, then poured the water. But I'm an idiot. Nope, I'm an idiot. It's going back in the bottle. Okay, this is where I make a huge mess. making the water. Oh my gosh, I need a bigger funnel. Okay, this is so dumb. No, I need to, all right, whatever. I'm gonna spill this, but let's try not to spill it. I spill everything, you guys. I just need to get it right. Tray. Alright, got it. Woo! I spill everything, you guys. I'm just the clumsiest person that ever was. So there it is. We've got water in it. So we're going to take our sprouted seedlings. See if we can get them off the paper towel. So we've got a little root there. There's 2 seedlings in here. So, all right, let me put you guys on the tripod here. Bring the seedlings up here. Low tech, yes. All right, so we're talking about a movie, Martian. Okay, I've never seen it. So it's a movie reference where he has to make water from gases, if I recall it correct, and his own manure. No, Kez, there's none of that happening here. Oh, remember the toothpicks. Toothpicks to hold these up? Well, they just float in the... Maybe I should put one of these on top. Let me get a... The seedlings will stick to them. Oh, that's a good trick. I don't have any here though, but oh well. What's up, Raphael? Good afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. So I actually have 2 seedlings in this foam collar here, so what is up, J-Rats? So good to see you. How are you? All right, we got one little baby. Gonna fill it up a little more. Also gotta add in some hydrogen peroxide. Maybe write down some toothpicks or make a note in your phone. I should have some down here. You never know when you're gonna need a toothpick. You know, you ever look at your phone or look at the time and see the same time every time you look at your phone? Like every time I look at my phone lately, it's 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now my notepad isn't loading. I don't know what's going on. Oh well, I'll text myself. I'm notorious for saying I'm gonna do things or have things or implement things, and then I always forget. So good idea, Cavs. Write a note. 333 all the time. Yeah, for me it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or lately it's 606. Every time 606. What the heck? It used to always be 1, 2, 4, which is my birthday. I need more foam collars. You guys can walk with me. We need to go to the yellow tower and something. Foam collars. Actually, I have one right here. Swap it with this one. I have 2 different types of foam collars. Ones are kind of just to plug the ports because they're too tight for the seedling to thrive in. It just kind of suffocates the seedling. And these ones have like a cavity that the seedling can rest in. So how I know my birthday is Christmas. Oh yeah, Cavs, I keep forgetting. I used to have a great memory, and now brain is consumed with plants and everything else out the window. So yeah, we're starting by just moving the seedlings so that they thrive, because we got to get a move on. I got to get things moving and grooving. Have our little seedling. Oh wait, I'm not putting it in the net pot yet, too early. So yeah, we've got quite a few seedlings to do. What's up, Krogan? Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. How are you? All right, so this morning I hopped on Andrew's live just to pop in and say hey, and I've been invited to Sunday service. So one of these Sundays you catch me on Andrew's channel. There is little seedling. And I don't know why I removed this one already in the collar, but oh well. But this is so much easier because the root is straight. So now I can just pop it in the foam collar easily. No stress, no problems. The goal is for it to just be in the foam collar and I pull it out. It's just this one had 2 seeds, so I had to open it and get one out. Good afternoon, Ash. If lettuce has their first set of true leaves, they are ready for quarter strength nutrients. Okay, yeah, some of them are getting first true leaves. I actually didn't know that. I've implemented sometimes like a drop of nutrients prior. Okay, so all these have sprouted. It's just like oh my gosh, I have so many seedlings. Wow. All right, so we'll add in a quarter strength nutrients to, or maybe just like a drop of water. And see, I keep taking the net pot off the paper towel and the seedling just stays on the paper towel. So like this one, for example, take the foam collar off, and then the seedling's just there. So at least it's straight up and it's just hanging there, so I can just get it in the foam collar. But again, the air stones. I'm just kidding. You're right. But what about adding hydrogen peroxide? Would that have the same or similar effect? There it is, you got. Oh! There it goes. There it is, and there it goes. Oh, man. All right. No gloves, dropping things on the floor. Ay, ay, ay. No air stones, no water chiller. What the heck is she doing? I'm just gonna get a couple more foam collars. If using H2O2, you can't run beneficials like HydroGuard. It's just for the seedlings that they get a bit of oxygen. This is where I am going to be this winter when I can't grow. You can grow just like hash vicariously through me. Laws of tolerance, you'll have to be careful with hydrogen peroxide. Good to know. I've actually stopped adding it to, so I used to add it in my bucket systems for the root health, and ever since I've just so focused on the pH and everything, like the EC, the ppm, the water temperature, ever since I've been so focused on that, I've created a routine for adding in nutrients and not hydrogen peroxide. So maybe it's a good thing that I stopped using it then, because if I start to implement something else like HydroGuard, now I won't have issues. And the only reason why I stopped using the H2O2 is because you can get an air pump with Airstone for $6. Be careful cleaning your tanks because a little scratch can give bacteria buildup. Huh. You mean a scratch on the reservoir? All right. Oh, that is good to know, because I would have probably used a scouring sponge or something. So that is a great tip. All right. See if see, this one came right off. No problem. I didn't have to put in any effort. Maybe it's because I let it get a little more mature before trying to pull it out, because this one definitely has its first true leaf. What's up, ABC? All right, so that's good to know. I always use a scouring sponge, so I will not do that anymore. So this one was easy to remove, but I've got 2 seedlings in this one, so we're gonna have to remove one. Yeah, some of them worked as intended. Yeah, I don't know why my internet is bad. I connected to the Wi-Fi. I've got an access point in here. Sorry guys, if the connect's bad, I apologize. Alright, so we're going to keep an eye on the rest of them that haven't sprouted. Alright, so that is it for this tray. I'm going to put the dome back on it because a simple fish tank air bubble setup would be good in my reservoir or for my seedlings. Because in my reservoir, it's not necessary because the water's being circulated from what I've read online. We already had this conversation, I think, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna add in some hydrogen peroxide. Where is my hydrogen peroxide? Some 3%. Oh, seedlings, yes. Yes, I know I can get something super small and simple. I just don't know if it would fit. The tray is like so small. Yes, I should look into that. If this method continues to be successful and this is how I move forward with my... I'm going to try to move my phone here. Maybe I get better connection here. If this method works and I continue to use it, then yeah, I should look into an air stone for my seedlings. Do a little more. So I guess using H2O2 with something like HydroGuard kills I personally would put an air stone in res. Hydrogen peroxide does not aerate your water the way that adding oxygen. Peroxide decomposes into water and oxygen gas. Good to know. Obviously adding oxygen is probably more effective and better, but so you could definitely do that for my seedlings. That's doable. I just don't know about my actual reservoirs for my system. I don't think it's necessary because when the water's circulating, it's getting misted, so there is like oxygen. So I don't know. Great wheat stops root rot. Yes, we've been talking about me getting something to help prevent root rot, something that'll help root health just in general. Your recirculating system is not enough oxygen. Adding an air stone would be beneficial. All right, well then I'll go back on the hunt for an air stone, but I would have to add it. It doesn't, I just feel like it doesn't make sense. So what, I'd add in oxygen. I keep the water level too low. So the water is, I guess I would put an air stone in here, but then the water circulates through the system. So I don't know how that would benefit things. I guess maybe I'm not understanding Yes, I know we've had this conversation many times, or a couple times at least, but clearly I'm not understanding, or there's a reason, there's some kind of disconnect that I'm not getting. I'm not understanding that if you have the air stone in the reservoir, if the water's being circulated through the pump anyways, is it still remaining like oxygenated as it gets up through the pump? Like, do the effects of the air stone last while the water circulates through the system? It's cheaper than a chiller and will be adding cold air to your reservoirs, and it adds cold oxygenated air to your reservoir. But I guess I'm not wording my question. Okay, let me think about the proper way to word my question, and we'll come back to this. There's something that's still not making sense to me. Would be needed for every bucket, perhaps try out one. Okay, so this is the conversation I know we've had before. This system is not considered deep water culture, so putting an air stone in every bucket is impossible. Putting an air stone in the actual reservoir is possible, and I could definitely do that. Air stones will increase the oxygen levels in my main res, but what happens during transit to each bucket? When the water's circulating, does it lose oxygen? Or does it, like, what happens? I guess that's my question. What happens to the water once it travels through the pump? Yeah, I know, me too. I'm having deja vu, Bernie. This is ridiculous. Let's move on and go defoliate. I'll get a freaking air stone. The water, I mean, I haven't smelled it, but it smells like, I feel like I would smell it when I'm checking my pH and stuff. It doesn't smell at all. And I don't know if the water would be stagnant because it's recirculating, right? So every 2 minutes it's getting sucked up, and the whole time it's getting new water that's dripping into the res. So the buckets, it cells where the plants sit, you're right, it makes oxygen because it's dripping, it's misting. Well, the reservoir too low is just temporary. That's only because I've been out of water and my distiller crapped out until I get my RO. That's the only reason why. Normally my res is topped up the time. Always smell everything your noses know. Yes, so my water doesn't smell at all. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm being open-minded, like I'm listening to what you guys are saying, but I'm not convinced. I'm stubborn, okay? I'm stubborn. I try not to be, but stubborn. I'm not. I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong, but there are places in your system water does not flow as well as others. Yes, that is true. Microclimates in your canopy. I think the air stone would apply for all buckets through the lines. Definitely want to get something to increase CO2 levels in the water. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Increasing CO2 levels, especially because I'm not adding in anything else. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when the water travels through the lines, it loses the effects of whatever the air stone is doing. Like, doesn't it lose oxygenation as passing through the lines? Or oxygen? I don't freaking know, man. Yeah. You guys, I got one right here, okay? We're gonna start. Let's go. Come on. Today's live. We're switching it up. All right. Go pollinate our... If you're not convinced, a simple Google search will confirm. You know what, Hash? I'm convinced. I'm just being a little bitch about it. I'm being difficult, okay? Leave me alone. I'm just kidding. Don't leave me alone. I like the help. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'll get a freaking air stone, okay? I'll do it. You know what? Tomorrow's live. I'm going live, and we're going to the aquarium section in the pet store, and I'm gonna freaking buy an air stone. I don't know if you can use any pump or if I can hook it up to my pump. I don't know how it works, but maybe we'll do it on tomorrow's live, you guys. But I swear I'll do it. I promise I'm not trying to be stubborn, and I promise I know you guys are right. I know you guys are right. You guys know what's up for sure, and you've helped me so much. I really trust you guys. But Hash, this is a high pressure aeroponic system. We've had this conversation before. Oh man. All right, let's just pollinate some freaking eggplant, shall we? Oh man. Raphael, thank you for saying that. I'm doing what works for me, but I always try to do better, and I'm experienced, and there are a lot of experienced growers in this chat, and it's just the information is invaluable. I need to know that stuff so that I can perfect my garden. So I just joke around when I'm being difficult, but I really do appreciate the help. I don't take offense at all. You're running a hybrid system, Dutch buckets with aero misters and shallow water culture. Yes. Isn't that considered high pressure aeroponics? Or is high pressure aeroponics deep water culture? I don't know, man. I Google, whatever. I thought I knew, but I don't know. I'm going to do a video on this. I'm going to get down to the bottom of it, the difference. But could we just talk about, look at all the pollen from this flower that has collected on this leaf. Hippie J, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And Crow says, just put air holes in the leaves. Nice. You remind me of my grandfather. She don't change for nothing. No, always try to change, and I always try to evolve. In fact, I'm the opposite of that then. What is up, G4T? Thanks for hanging out. So good to see you. Seems like you're a waste of money. Not sure what you mean by that. I suggest you Google high pressure aeroponics. That is a good suggestion, Hash. Start from scratch. All right. Oh my God, do you see that? Look at all that. And I could just shove the flower right in there and just really... Woo! You guys see all that pollen? Holy crap. All right, let me catch up on this this chat here. Thanks so much for being here, Crow. Appreciate it. Yes, we have had this conversation. I didn't know you as well then, so now I'm going to tell you the truth. Yes, tell me, give it to me straight, Hash. I can handle the truth. I'm a waste of money on the airstone. Oh, I think maybe you mean airstone's a waste of money. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see if Hash can convince us. Once you try it, you'll understand. You know what, Cavs? That's what's happened with everything you guys have told me to try. It always pays off in the end. I just have to be open-minded and not stubborn. Airstone, not a waste of money, in my opinion. All right, Death, I trust you. High pressure aeroponics runs at 60 psi and sprays a fog onto the roots. All right. I did not know that there was like a threshold where it's considered high pressure or not, which, I mean, makes sense if you think about it. But could we just talk about this pollen here? But that is actually a good piece of info. I did not know that. Jeez, it's a tough crowd today. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's so much pollen. Like, look at this. All right, we got more flowers in here. Death, we're gonna hit it from the back. But there's not really a lot of, oh yeah, there is. Wow. No, you know what, you guys? I took your suggestions and look at my garden, right? So I'm gonna listen to all of you. Okay, you can stop bugging me now. I'm gonna get a water chiller. I'm gonna get an air stone. Y'all can relax. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. You guys are awesome. I don't know, man. I can't get over. What? What did I miss? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean it's not what it said? I'm confused. I'm missing something. Anyways, it's probably because I'm rushing when I'm reading. I'm not reading something properly, so I apologize if I misread something. Collected pollen last year. I have yet to collect any. I've never tried collecting the pollen. Okay, let me go back here because I feel like I missed something. High pressure aeroponics would work amazing in your towers and would leak through the cracks. Is that what I missed? That would be so cool. I could like figure out a way to add like a core or get like a core made for the center of the tower and have some kind of nozzles or misters. My pollen is surrounded by rice. What's up, Vincent? All right, guys, I'm caught up on the chat. I understand you need to the humidity to collect pollen. Yes, for sure. But I actually think that pollen is pollen I could collect. I just don't know what I would use. Maybe like a piece of paper to scoop it up. Anyways, we're gonna turn the lights down and we're gonna defoliate some of the tomatoes. I'm so focused on the chat today because I'm learning, and now I'm like, shit, I better get off this live and go get an air stone. Yes, I'm having deja vu. Rice and salt. Let's see what I'm missing here. Yeah, I definitely need to reduce the humidity if I'm going to collect pollen because it's 55% in here right now. No higher than 45. That's going to be tough. I need another big unit. Pollen hates moisture. It will mold. You need to add unbleached flour at 50%. I did not know that. I don't know anything about saving pollen. Use a Slurpee straw. What, instead of an air phone? Hey Bowtie, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you saying hi. I am excited about your live. I will be there to tune in and watch you guys suffer. Alright, I need a tray just to put my waste in. Alright guys, so that's part of what I was talking about yesterday, is never get comfortable in the garden because there's always a way to level up. So gotta get an air stone, and I don't know how it works. I'll have to Google it. Do I have to connect it to its own pump for it to work? Can I connect it to my pump that's in there? But maybe I'll do that later, and that's something we can do on tomorrow's live and set it up. Oh, to scoop up the pollen. All right, cool. Yes, please do, calves. Appreciate it. You guys are my greatest resource, honestly. I know I joke around and I argue and I'm stubborn, but really I really appreciate the feedback. I'm just trying to keep these tomatoes clean. They're indeterminate. They grow out of control. And I know I just defoliated yesterday, but I didn't do these. And so I want to stay on top of it. You know, the last time I had, everything was thriving and taking off, it became out of control real fast. So just stay on top of it. Go to the aquarium department of your big box store. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I've got like Walmart, or I'll even go to, what's that big pet store? Is it PetSmart? I've got a Mart. So I can go there. They have an aquarium section, and I'll just grab a couple, one for each bucket reservoir, and we'll start from there. You need an air pump for it. Your current one might work, but I don't know what kind you have. Well, in the res is just the pump filter. The pump is zip tied to, I'll show you guys in a minute. Yes, it is quite the jungle, Raphael. I have learned so much from commenters for years now. There are a lot of heroes in these chats too. Bowtie, man, I can't get that enough. There's so many knowledgeable, wonderful. I feel so fortunate that you guys tune into my lives and you choose to share your knowledge and information with me. It's such a privilege. So thank you to... Oh my god, almost dropped all my stuff. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. That's my sign to stop talking. But yeah, don't ever feel like you guys are gonna offend me or whatever. I want to be the freaking best. What is up, Ian? Thanks so much for joining. How is your garden doing? Hope you're doing well. Get a 10-gallon fish tank air pump setup. All right, you guys, I wish I wasn't weird about going live in public because I don't want to like film and piss people off, but I would totally do it on a live. All right, guys, we're driving and we're going to the pet store. And then we're gonna bring the air stones back and set them up. I just saw the typo, LOL. That was funny. Oh my god. Oh. You guys, I'm a child. I laugh at that kind of shit. No pun intended. LOL. Oh my god. Well, Ian, whatever you may be doing, thank you for popping in. What's up, Enoch? Thank you so much for being here. Urban Gardener in the house. If you guys haven't had the chance already, you should absolutely check out the Urban Gardener's YouTube channel. He's got an awesome show every weekend. Let's get growing, and so great growers and gardeners. It is wonderful to tune into. So you guys should go ahead, check it out, subscribe. Thanks for hanging out, Enoch. We are just defoliating our tomatoes. They are out of control. Well, I'm glad to hear your garden's doing well, Ian. Thank you for popping by. Have a great day, Ian. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for having me on, Enoch. It was very exciting and wonderful. I didn't get a chance to tune in this past weekend, but I enjoyed last weekend when you had the author of the plant book, the children's plant book. Oh my gosh, what was his name? Vikram. I forget what his name was, but that was a great episode. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, because these indeterminate variety, they grow out of control, so I have to prune them a couple times a week, which is more than I can say I've done in my previous grows. Usually I can be quite neglectful in the garden, and so I'm trying to get it together now, you guys. I'm trying to be a responsible plant parent. Alright, I think I'm actually going to cut. So I've got branches that are overlapping, and I've got a plan for when the cucumber grows, so I think I'm actually going to get rid of this. Anybody want tomato cuttings? Vikram Baliga, plants to the rescue. That was it. Yes. It's like a great book. You have a nice day going back to work. Thanks so much for hanging out, Dave. Hope you have a wonderful day. It is a cold and gloomy day today where I'm at, so, but I will venture out now to go get an air stone. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it today. Calves, I'm only gonna get better thanks to you guys. Honestly, like Bowtie said, you guys have become my greatest resource, and you guys are the reason why my garden looks the way it does right now. I am so grateful, and I joke around about being stubborn, but I really try to be as open-minded as possible because I learned so much from you all, and the information you've given me, especially because I'm not a researcher type. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're just kind of trying to clear up some clutter over here. But these plants, I've left a lot of the suckers on. If you only get the air stone without the pump, you might want to draw LOL. No, I'm aware that it's gonna need a pump. I have a straw, exactly. What do you think I'm gonna do on tomorrow's live, you guys? No, I'm gonna get a pump with an air stone. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get a pump with an air stone, and we will oxygenate the water, okay? I understand that it's going to help with the overall condition of my reservoir, and can only get better here. But you know, that is a testament to, now I understand why people say indoor gardening is so much more complicated than outdoor, because even though I've neglected my outdoor garden, you just leave it and don't worry about it too much. But now having this indoor garden and learning everything there is to factor in, I'm like going a miles a minute. And when people don't take me or my garden seriously, I'm like, do you people understand the learning curve I've just gone through? Mind is blown. There is so much to learn. I can't believe it. It's really impressive how much control you can have over your results, because there are so many factors you can manipulate. It's pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. All right. So now I'm starting to cut some of the suckers off. Typically I don't. I leave them on the plant because they're fruit bearing, but I also need to clear space, keep the plant clean, and make sure that I get good sized fruit. Alright, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this whole thing here. Every 15 minutes blow bubbles, yeah. I don't need a timer, I'll just set myself on a timer. That's funny. Oh my gosh, these plants keep getting tangled in the jungle. It is a beautiful thing though, you guys. I love my garden. It's looking so fantastic, but now is the time to improve it yet again, because every time, I guess this is the law of tolerance, right? Like every time I change something, something else changes and affects the plant. So I actually did do a little bit more reading about the law of tolerance yesterday, and it clicked after I got off the live. I read the definition yesterday and I'm like, that doesn't tell me much. And then I got off the live, I'm like, what do you mean? That told you everything you needed to know. So a lot of the time it takes me time. You know, you bring the dehumidifier in here, the temperature goes up, now you got to keep it cool. But whatever you do to keep it cool, will it make it more humid or will it affect something else? Like there's always something. Oh, can never just chill and enjoy. Always got to level up, always got to pay attention. It really teaches you to be diligent and thorough. That is for sure. What's up, Riley? If you get the air stones and add quarter strength nutrients, you'll have heads of lettuce in 30 days instead of new leaves. But I don't grow lettuce in my buckets though. Are you talking about the seedlings? You gotta be more specific, Hash. It's me you're talking to. Sometimes it takes me time. I get easily overwhelmed when there's a lot of information, and that's where I'm at right now, you guys. Kind of overwhelmed. He's not wrong. So, you're saying that I should start growing in a different a different grow medium or a different system lettuce. I could try it in the buckets, but then I'd have to do a bucket system just grow. Air stones work for the towers too, right? A good start to any life is important. I mean, that is so freaking wise, and that is true. You are correct. All right, I'm gonna get 3 air stones then. One for my seedlings, which it's gonna have to be like the smallest pump and the smallest air stone. Yeah, the lettuce in the tap is growing really fast. I know that I should put it on a timer that goes to the second, then it'll be even better. But right now we have the timer every 30 minutes, but I'm gonna get a better, I promise. We're gonna focus now on the oxygen in the water, the oxygen content in the water. That's how I can level up my garden next. Just so much to learn. My head is spinning. That's funny. Thank you so much for saying that, BJ. That's hilarious, Bernie. So what you guys are saying is I'm a bad plant mom. Yes, I'm learning that very quickly, calves. For everything you do, it has an effect, and there's always something that you've got to adjust. It never ends. You know how they say, like, no rest for it? No rest for the growers. Ever. You never just chill and enjoy your garden. Always gotta frickin' take care of it. Just kidding. Thank you so much, Riley. Appreciate it. Pros and cons to consider with everything. Yes, but I'll put in the work. It's worth it to me. More like a single plant mom, LOL. Yeah. You guys, life's tough when you're a plant parent. Alright, almost done cleaning up these tomatoes. I gotta kind of get them to go back. Maybe we'll clip them a little bit because we've gotta make way for these zinnias. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I can't believe this is 2 plants. This is insane. You have an end goal. That alone is better than most people. You know what? I used to have an end goal, calves, when it came to the garden and what I was trying to achieve. until I realize how much there is to learn. Like once I've learned everything there is to know about the environment, then I gotta learn everything there is to know about the plants. Then I gotta learn everything there is to know about water, then air, then roots, then like it just never stops. So now rather than looking at it as like, I want my garden to be like this, I'm realizing that it's forever gonna be just like an upward journey. Not an uphill battle, an upward journey where you're just always, like there's no end goal. You're just always trying to be, the only end goal is you're just trying to be better every day. And that's not really an end goal, it's just more of a goal. And it really is amazing because it feels like infinite, and it feels like it gives you the desire to spend the rest of your life doing this. Like I could spend the rest of my life in the garden because there's no end goal. And end goals make you realize, you know, it feels like very gratifying, like the end goal is measured in time or in something. It's always measured in something, and measuring things makes time go by fast. And like we don't want that. We want to savor things, and we don't want time to go by because, you know, just slips away. And so the garden, it just makes everything feel infinite. Like, I mean, obviously there's always life and death, but it just, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's just freaking awesome, you guys. I love my garden. It's a beautiful thing. Do I sell stuff? No, I don't. Maybe one day. Right now, I'm trying to perfect my method of growing. But yeah, it's just been a beautiful journey, and now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life doing this, and I'll never get bored. Life is always gonna be exciting as long as I'm growing. And it's just very spiritual, you guys. The master is the plants. Yes, Kat, you are 100% right. Bernie, there's no end goal. Yep, I love that part. Single moms love their children. They just need some direction. Some don't, some do. It all depends. I am someone who, because I'm not much of a researcher, really, I'm just very much trial and error, and let's just go for it. And so this is my way of learning. Hop on a live. You guys give me your feedback, and I try my best most of the time to execute. And so I appreciate it. A great way to look at it. Thanks so much, Enoch. Appreciate that. Little garden wisdom for you guys. Some it's yeah. Plants make you wise, and they're the best teachers. We talk about it all the time on these lives. I've just evolved so much as a human being ever since I've had my garden, and it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And so are my plants. Now, I have some tomatoes growing here that I don't really want to sacrifice. Just going to prune some of the leaves that are encroaching on the other plants. But yeah, I think I burnt my plants with the nutrients or something. I have to go, but I will join your next live, hopefully. Thanks so much, Riley. Appreciate you stopping by. There's a saying, mankind will be better off once people start planting trees, and they'll never be able to enjoy the shade. I love that. That is so profound. Yeah, there are so many lessons we can learn from plants. I saw this quote. It's like an old native quote or something that says, we don't take care of plants, take care of us, or something to that effect. And it's so true. Even though I take care of my plants, like, really, who's taking care of who here? You know, it's my therapy. That happened because adding CalMag and waiting before adding other nutrients. So I thought, here's the part where I'm confused. Is there an exact number that I should wait, an exact amount of time that I should wait before adding in the other nutrients? So online it says 10 to 15 minutes, but then other sources online say a couple hours. So I don't know what's gospel, which is which. Do I wait 10 to 15 minutes? I add CalMag, wait 10 minutes, then add the rest? Or do I add CalMag and do it on a different day or a couple hours later? Help me out here. On my seeds pack, I grow seeds so others can grow trees and enjoy the. Oh, I love that. You should turn the reservoir off and let the system drain into the reservoir. Mix it all at once. Okay. First, let's get the air stones. Then we'll talk about the other modifications after. My little brain can't handle a lot at once. Just kidding. I can handle it. We'll do it. I'm gonna let my reservoir drain, and then we're gonna mix in all nutrients, everything. But I did that in the past, and people were like, don't do that. So which one is right? Thanks for hanging out, Dave. Appreciate it. You should turn the reservoir off. Let the system drain into the reservoir. Mix it all at once. I already read that. I wouldn't wait hours or days. 10 to 15 minutes is fine. I'm an extreme person. Online it says don't do it right away. So I'm like, all right. So it's like 50 years later. And then I'm adding in my nutrients. Did your garden look better when you were listening to them? Touche. Just make sure you add CalMag first is the biggest thing. Yeah, so I add CalMag first now. But I wait, I guess, now I'm learning I've waited too long before adding in my nutrients. Ay, ay, ay. So is that what I did? I locked out my plants or I burnt them? Oh, wow. So I've had some people reach out and tell me not to mix things together. So what I used to do is I had my jugs of water. I would put mag and nutrients in the same jug, mix, 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 put it in the rest. But I got a lot of people reaching out saying you're wrong. So now, are we back to mixing cal with nutrients, or are we still adding it in first, just like 10 minutes apart? It gets harder when you start using silica. You guys, I'm starting to get heart palpitations right now. You're stressing me out. There's just too much to learn. You know, I'm so like impatient that I every time I think I've reached the destination, and then it's like, fooled, psych. There's more to learn. You're not even close yet. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh man. Oh shit, I just dropped it to go. The learning never stops. What's up, Bobby? Good afternoon. And no, we're not learning much. Nothing I didn't already know. For from the last time we had this conversation about air stones and all that stuff and nutrients. But I am short-circuiting a little bit. Having an indoor garden is a privilege, but it is overwhelming. At least for me, just because I'm not super studious, you know? If you add a gallon, put the CalMag into the gallon, then add nutrients. All right, so if I add a gallon, put the CalMag in the gallon, add the nutrients into the res or into the gallon with the CalMag. Gotta be specific, Hash. I need things spelled out for me, man. Did you say you were... I said short-circuiting, Bobby, not shrinking, short-circuiting. No, I'm starting to feel like this little indoor garden thing is getting a little too complicated. Maybe I should just throw in the towel. Can we just talk about this cluster though? Look how beautiful that is. What's up, Mike? Thanks for hanging out. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are all having a great day today and enjoying all the learnings in the chat. Mix all of your nutrients at one time in a 5-gallon bucket. All right. I'm gonna have a lot of people chirping me if I do that. The best part about gardening, you can do it the best that works for you and makes you happy. I agree, Bernie. The only thing is, sometimes there's a better way and you don't know unless you try. Right? So I'm trying to not, because I'm a new gardener, I don't want to get complacent and act like as if, oh, it's working, so I'm not going to evolve. I always want to try to even further my garden. Like, I took your guys' suggestions and now my garden looks better than it's ever looked. And I want to continue that momentum. I'm just gonna go get my coffee. Yeah, Bobby. Bobby says, some of these tomato clusters are giving the 5-pepper plant a run for its money. They look cool, right? I got another one that's even cooler to show you guys. I mean, I already showed you, but I'll show you again. Look how cool that is. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait till it starts ripening. This plant is happy. Well, there's 2 of them, right? We got this one as well. Some nice clusters here. Beautiful. You just need some more hands. You're seeing a lot of what God does best. Grow. True. Don't overcomplicate it and frustrate yourself. Everything will come with time. Yeah, no, I'm not frustrated at all. I'm more coming from a like competitive approach where I'm like, is there something I could do to be better? Because I want to be the best. All right. Ash coming through with the knowledge. If your system only has a couple gallons running through it, and then you add a gallon of nothing but CalMag, do you think the ratio might be off? Do you think the extra nitrogen might burn your tips? Yes. Do you think the double positive charge might cause other nutrients to drop out of solution? I mean, I feel like I'm drawing a solution. You're stressing me out. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for breaking it down like that and putting it that way. I don't know anything about the double positive charge, but I know that 2 positives make a negative, right? Right? Right. No, wrong. I don't freaking know. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna stop talking. Anyways, I don't know. This is something I'll have to research, but that's what I've been doing. So it's not just a couple gallons. Maybe it's like, well, the bucket in total needs 72 liters, which is, what is that? 7 gallons or 6 gallons? Oh my gosh, I need to go back to school, guys. No positive cation and negative. What? Okay. I'll just keep defoliating. Tell you guys what. For the next week, I'm gonna take this approach that we're discussing, where I mix. So, are we saying that I put the CalMag in with the nutrient? Sorry, I just need to clarify because it takes me a minute to understand. So I apologize that I make you guys repeat yourselves. You're asking me because you know? What do I know? All right, so negative and positive are completely different ions. I know that. All right, I got it confused with like the whole math. What's up, Trey? Thanks for hanging out. All right, I'm kind of sort of following what you guys are saying, but again, I kind of get like overwhelmed when it comes to all this new information, which it shouldn't be new information. This should have been stuff I should have paid attention in school. That's the moral of this story. All right, well, then we'll switch up the way we put in the nutrients, and hopefully that will avoid the, what do you call it, the double positive charge, or whatever I did to my plants. I burnt them because I left too much of a gap between adding CalMag and my nutrients. So, moving forward, I'll add CalMag, and then 5 minutes later, I'll add in my nutrients. How does that sound? Does that sound right? Or you guys still think I should mix it all together? Bear with me, people. It takes me a minute. Seven minutes later. Yeah, no, like 40 years later. It's gonna take me forever. I'll figure it out, you guys. Let's get the stones first. Then tomorrow we'll talk about the nutrients. Alright, guys. I think I pruned the crap out of my tomatoes. I got so frustrated. I think we went a little overboard here. I'm just kidding. I didn't get frustrated. It's all good. I really, I truly appreciate it. You guys, learning is a privilege, and want to share information with others is like just such a blessing. So thank you. We're gonna implement that. I'm gonna get the air stones. I know I said that last time. The last time I wasn't really convinced, but now, because more than one person in the chat is saying it, then I'll do it. And we're gonna change the way we implement nutrients. Calcium and magnesium don't play well together. Then why the heck? I know we talked about this yesterday, where that's why they put them together, because they don't play well together. So they, I don't know. So what are you supposed to do to get them to get along? Add in other nutrients as well? And if you don't, then that's when calcium and magnesium don't get along? In layman terms, I'm telling you guys, I'm going to write a book. Indoor Gardening for Idiots. Because there's much. Tray, yes. Vertical tower right here. Check it out. Lettuce and herbs. Romaine, some herbs. All right, guys. So we have... I wonder when we're going to reach the final boss. I guess that's the thing. It's like playing with no final boss. There's a formula that works. All right. You know what? Maybe you guys will be my co-authors for this book. I've got to come up with a Indoor Gardening for Idiots book, because I've never felt more uneducated until I started a garden. And it's really quite the humbling experience, everybody. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do a bit of research on... I guess the formula that works is subjective, right? It depends. So whatever. We're going to figure it out. All in due time. I just don't want to kill my plants in the process. That's the only thing. So yeah, on that note, thanks so much, guys. Learned more of what we already talked about, but we're making slow moves. So maybe I'll go take care of that later, and tomorrow's live we'll talk more about the air stone. If I end up getting it today, I just have to figure out the whole pump situation. Maybe I could just pick up a cheap pump from the same place I get the air stone from. So on that note, thank you guys all for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the advice and the suggestions. Seems like you're doing great. Just small additions and adjustments to make you go, it seemed like. Yeah, so he'll explain it. Have a great day, everybody. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Thanks so much, Bernie. Appreciate you. How fun to hang out. Thanks for the live. Thanks for being here, Enoch. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Death. Yes, so tomorrow, come hang out. Set up the air stone, most likely. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. It's all a part of the experience, the exchange of information, and just sharing the garden. I tend to make a mountain molehill, so it's not a big deal. It's just a few minor adjustments. You know, water chiller and air stones and the way we implement our nutrients, but well, and our root health and the airflow. And anyways, it never ends. So on that note, come find me tomorrow, because all of it is going to be content, and we'll be doing lives for a while. Yes, HydroGuard. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day, and happy growing, everybody, whether it's plants or mentally or just happy growing. Have a good one. And don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Thank you so much, Trey, for seeing that. Appreciate you guys. They're right here. All right. Bye, everybody. From me and the Dahlias. Thank you.